Hello there Cajon players, and thank you for coming to check out another video on my channel. Today, instead of doing a normal lesson like a groove or a technique, I was actually thinking a little bit more about this gift-giving season that we have at the moment. So from my experience, I first played my first cajon because it was given to me as a gift. So I got my cajon, I think about Christmas about 4 or 5 years ago now. And today I wanted to talk about maybe some of the best things that you can do when you unwrap that new cajon. I thought I'd get into that today with 8 cool things that you can do with your new cajon. So my number one is just to love this new cajon like it's your best friend. You know, it's your musical companion. I mean, the reason for that is that it's going to go with you for a lot of great experiences in your life, whether it's your first solid day of practicing and you finally work out that rhythm that you really wanted to get, or jamming with friends in some beautiful place, playing to other people at concerts. I guess this is just my perspective, but I really love the idea of having a really strong connection with your musical instrument. So if you do get to unwrap one on Christmas Day, for example, be attached to that thing. I mean, I like to think that that's a cool part of having a musical instrument. So my number 2 thing to do with your first cajon is find a comfortable place to practice. For me, I do most of my practice just here in my bedroom, but also get a little bit creative with it. The cajon sounds really different in different places. Acoustically, if you can take it to a car park or to a theatre even, you get this big reverberant sound. But sometimes it's just fun to take it outdoors, get a bit creative with it, because that's part of the fun in practice as well. You'll get to hear this thing really transform in different areas. And for number 3, try to spend a good amount of time just practicing technique. So that's just the way that you hit the drum and the way to get the best sound out of it. So for me, something that always impressed me early on was just how interested other people are in this cajon and the sound that it makes. So people often say, like, wow, how do you make something that's so plain looking sounds so like powerful or precise or warm, all these kind of words. And that's a lot about technique. So it's great to work on that technique early, because that's how you get the best sound, and then everything else can kind of balance out with that. Number 4 is see how many sounds you can possibly make with your cajon. One of my first drum lessons I ever had, and one of my favorites, was my teacher asked me to see how many sounds I could make with a snare drum. So we kind of got really creative with that, using different parts of sticks, different parts of the drum, different ways of moving your hands, all of these things. And it was really exciting because you see how much potential there is for creativity. And even if a lot of the sounds that you find early on seem pretty boring or just useless in some cases, you might be surprised. So later on, if you're working on a groove or a solo, you might kind of come back across those and realize that it's a perfect way to add some variety. So see how many sounds you can make with your cajon, and yeah, get creative with it. And number 5, play with the metronome. It's something that I always somehow neglect. I know it's as basic as downloading an app to your smartphone, or if you've got a physical metronome, just using that. But putting on headphones and accompanying yourself with that solid click as you practice, to be honest, it's going to work wonders as far as I can tell for recording and just making playing grooves and fills a lot more solid, which is going to help anytime you play with other people, or of course when you record yourself. And for number 6, another fun way to practice is putting on some headphones once again, but listening to some of your favorite music. So if you create maybe a 45-minute or 1-hour playlist of some songs that you really want to play, jump into your practice, but go from the start to the finish, almost like you're pretending to play that concert. And going through this music, playing along to other songs that you really like, you can find there's a lot of inspiration in there, so give that a try as well. And for number 7, I want to say jamming with your friends or playing with other people. is a big part of what helps you discover new sounds for the cajon. But you know, you're never short on people that you can try out ideas with, whether it's cajon plus violin, cajon plus guitar, cajon plus beatboxing. There's all these weird but awesome combinations that you can come up with. Of course, that's just the gateway into getting inspired, learning a lot, being challenged, so play with other people as much as you can. And finally, for number 8, I just want to say love learning. If there's a cajon teacher in your area, or if you know of a workshop coming up, try and seek out those things, get inspired that way as well. Also, while you're here on YouTube, there's heaps to learn. So on my channel I do quite a lot of lessons, and they're broken up into like skill level or by topic, these kind of different areas. So I guess what I hope is that if you're looking for something new to learn, on my channel at least, you'll hopefully find something cool that maybe interests you. So other than that, I love these other channels as well. So I try to learn as much from these other teachers on YouTube, and I want to share those channels with you as well, because of course, learn from as many channels as you can. So here are some of my favorites. We've got Paul Jennings, his channel Play Cajon. He's just really great teacher. He has like a full-on website as well. He's awesome. There's also Heidi Gerbert's channel where she does flamenco styles on the cajon. She also has another website and a band that you should check out too. She's really cool. And you should also check out Matt Whitehouse's channel. He does all this like electronic stuff but on the cajon. He covers songs, shows you these like insane dubstep and drum and bass grooves and techniques. So yeah, as I said, these are 3 people that I love to learn from as well. So while you're here on YouTube, absorb as much as you can since you've just got this brand new cajon. See, you'll find some cool stuff on here, I hope. And there's my list of my favorite things to do with a brand new cajon or your very first cajon. So if you have any things to add to that list, feel free to post down in the comments. But you know, especially if you've just got a brand new cajon in the last couple of days, tell me, what have you been your favorite things so far? What was your favorite thing about first playing your cajon? Or you know, tell me a story about that. I'd love to kind of hear your experiences too. So if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe because there'll be more coming out. I'm hoping for a really exciting 2015. I hope you guys are too, and I'll see you guys later on. So happy New Year, and happy drumming guys. We'll see you later.